What's up, guys?
Is it too much to ask for? Yeah. Can I put my
So, in today's video, you're going to be watching me take down my braids because I've had these in for a while and they look super bad, so they need to come out today. While I'm taking my hair out, I'm going to be talking to you about pretty much my hair journey and my journey to having healthy hair and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna take my hair down from this bun.
I'm in love with an emo girl.
I'm gonna start on the red side just because it's always scary when I start on the black side because I can't tell where my hair begins and ends. So I'm gonna cut it here. That's one side. Honestly, I feel like everybody goes through this when they have braids in. You cut it and then I feel like everybody goes through this when they have braids. You like cut it and you're like, bob is kind of a look, but no, I'm not keeping this in. I'm so scared to cut this side because I can't tell where my hair begins. I'm just gonna cut it like really low, like right here. Hold on, like right here. Cool. Okay. I probably could have cut it shorter, but it's fine. So we're gonna start on the red side. So ever since I was super young, my mom used to take me to like a hair salon to get my hair permed. Probably not ever since I was like a baby, like not a baby, but you know, like I probably had my natural hair at one point, but my mom just didn't know how to like manage it and stuff, because like most of her life she was getting perms and stuff. So she would take me to a hair salon to get a perm so that my hair could be like straight and more manageable. And so I did that for like a few years, and as I started growing up, I like hated the whole process of like going to the salon and getting the perm, and then like it not like burning my scalp, but like, you know, having to sit there and like let it process, and then it would eventually start to like tingle and burn, and I'd be like, okay, I hate this, like wash it out now. So like we did that process up until around like middle school. I can't tell you exactly how old I was when I started like thinking about like not getting perms anymore, but it was sometime in middle school, and I went to my mom and I was like, hey, I don't really want to do this anymore. And at first she was just kind of like skeptical about it and was like, well, you don't really know how to do your natural hair, and neither do I. So I started doing a bunch of research on natural hair and like what type of hair I have and how to take care of my specific kind of hair. And it took, I don't know like how long it took to convince my mom, but eventually she gave in and was like, okay, fine, you can go natural. So when I started my, you know, natural hair journey, I, you know, obviously stopped getting perms, and my hair was damaged. It wasn't severely damaged, which I'm thankful for. It was just obviously like the ends were straight and the rest of my hair was kind of, you know, kinky and coily, stuff like that. So I wanted to let my hair grow out a little bit before I completely did a big chop. So I was letting my hair grow out for a little bit, and then once it got to my like preferred length, I cut off my ends. So when I cut off the ends of my hair that were straight, my hair was obviously like a little short. But when I first went natural, like I loved my hair. I like thought it was the best decision I ever made in my life, which it still is the best decision that I've made in my entire life. So I kept doing research, and I would buy all these products and like see which ones would work for me and stuff, and it was just a really big like project for me that kept me busy for a few years. And so eventually, like as I grew up, I learned how to take care of my hair, and I liked wearing my hair natural and, you know, stuff like that. So once I, you know, accomplished having healthy hair and like it started growing and stuff, I could try different styles and stuff like that. And it was just like really fun for me to be able to express myself through my hair. And that started to evolve the more, you know, I got to play with my hair. So I started getting, you know, braids. I remember I did, well, the first ever weave like hairstyle that I did crochet. That was really fun, and that was really fun for me. My mom would always do it for me. It was just a way to express myself through my hair, and it was almost kind of therapeutic for me. So after crochet, I started learning how to do box braids, and my mom would do those for me. And then I remember I wanted to start learning how to do them myself. So she would do the parting and I would do the braiding part, just braiding my hair. So yeah, I started doing braids and I fell in love with those. So I've initially started doing just, you know, black box braids because that was the normal. And as I started to evolve with my style and stuff, I wanted to try to do split dye. So I think the first ever split dye color I did, it's on my Instagram. It was black and like copper, and they were super long. I did it for like I think it was my freshman year of high school, and that begins the very incredible love story of me falling in love with split dye box braids. And I've been doing it ever since, and you know, I'm about to be a freshman in college, so, and I'm still doing it. But I experimented with all these colors, and it was super fun for me, and it still is, to like do different colors and see which ones I like and which ones I don't. So then recently I, you know, was getting tired of the box braids and stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna try something different. So I recently just tried butterfly locks, and they were still split dye. They were platinum blonde and black, and I love those. The only thing that I didn't like about the butterfly locks was that I felt they weren't as versatile as box braids. At first they were really heavy and like super like thick, so I couldn't like pull it all up into like one ponytail, or it took like 2 hair ties for me to put it into a bun. But I still loved them. I thought they were super pretty. Would I do them again? I absolutely would. It's just a very, like, if you don't want to do a lot to your hair, if you want like a low maintenance hairstyle, butterfly locks are like the way to go. But any protective hairstyle that you do with your natural hair is low maintenance, because you don't have to do anything to your hair. You just, you know, get up, style it the way you want it, and go. Which is why I love protective styles. And I find it hard now when I take out my braids. I get tired of my natural hair very quickly, which I feel like isn't good, but I feel like a lot of people go through that. Like, it's hard to manage natural hair, but natural hair is beautiful. Like, it just is. Like, I love my natural hair, and I would not ever go back to doing perms just for my hair to be more manageable. Like, I can manage my natural hair, it just takes a little more like extra time, which I am happy to give to it. Not saying that anyone who does perms, you know, does perm their natural hair is like, that's not valid. Whatever works for you and whatever you're happy with, I say do it. Like, as long as you're doing it safely, so that it doesn't damage your hair, that's fine. But, you know, natural hair is not for everybody. I was gonna say natural hair is not for the weak, but that's kind of mean. But like, natural hair is not for everybody. Not everybody can take the time out of their life or day to do their natural hair, so they revert to like easier options where their hair is more manageable, and that's totally fine. I just did not like that lifestyle of having, you know, permed hair. That's pretty much my whole like hair journey of me, you know, going from getting perms every few months to me having healthy natural hair, and it was pretty much the best decision I ever made in my life, and I would not trade it for the world. Like, I'm glad that there's a community of like Black women that, you know, there's something we can all relate to. Now, can the natural hair community be toxic sometimes? Absolutely. But I choose not to feed into those, you know, like toxic comments, like, because it doesn't matter what type of natural hair you have, whether it's, you know, 4C or 2B, or it doesn't matter. Like, even it doesn't matter if you have like a looser curl pattern or, you know, a coily curl pattern. We all have natural hair, and the toxic part of that is when people consider looser curl patterns to be good hair. That's the toxic part. And especially when women of color are like, yeah, I have good hair, and they consider 4C, 4B hair, like more tighter coil patterns, to be not as good as looser ones. That's the toxic part that I'm just like, that's ridiculous. Like, if we all have something like that in common, why would we put one person's type of hair down over the other? It's never made sense to me. I've never fed into that, you know, part of the hair community. But, you know, some people actually do think like that, and I think that they need to open their minds and grow up, because it's hair at the end of the day. Like, and it's people can be really insecure about that type of thing, and I don't think you should have to. I mean, it's what you were born with. Like, you can't help how your hair is, you know. So when people think like that, I just kind of, you know, don't pay attention to them, because I'm like, I know that I have good hair, you know. I don't consider one hair type to be better than any other, because all hair is good hair. So yeah, that's pretty much my hair journey and what I've learned from, you know, like going through the process of getting to have healthy natural hair. It took a lot, but I love the process of doing it, because it was just fun for me. Like, sometimes it's not fun for people, but like, I loved putting that time and energy into doing my hair and making it look good and stuff. So that was a lot shorter of a story time than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a lot more, but that's pretty much, I mean, there's no elaborate, like, oh my gosh, my hair got so damaged. Like, there's some people that are like that, but that's just not my story. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna time lapse a lot of this video, just because I have nothing else to talk about, and if I do have something else, then, you know. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna time lapse like the rest of this, or most of it. So yeah. I got half of it done. I hate taking out my braids, because like the braid out is always so bomb. Like, look, bro, it looks so good right now, but I've literally had these braids in for too long, so I need to wash my hair. But the braid out is so, and like when I do a normal braid out with just my natural hair, it does not look like this. Like, I can't. No, I know everybody goes through this when they take their braids out. Like, it looks so bomb. Oh my God. But anyways, we have half done, and it didn't take nearly as long as it does when I usually do my braids, because my braids are usually smaller, but I decided to do them bigger this time just to see. And I don't think I just wanted to see what they would look like when they were bigger, and I liked the size of them, but they don't last like nearly as long as when I have them smaller. So I don't think I'll be doing them bigger again. I think I'll just stick to doing them smaller. But I definitely did like them, like the size and everything, and like it definitely cut down on the time like it took to do them, like when, like, you know what I mean, and it cuts down on the time to take them out. So we got half done, and now I'm gonna do the other side. And if you like see me looking off to the side, it's because while I'm doing this I'm watching a movie, so just ignore that. But yeah, so we're gonna take this side out now. Okay, so finally got it all out. This is what my hair looks like, fresh out of braids. The braid out is freaking amazing, but unfortunately I can't keep it like this. I have to wash it at some point. I'm not gonna wash it in this video just because that would be too long of a video, but if you do want to see my wash routine and like how I, you know, the products I use to wash my hair and stuff, I'll put that in a separate video. Just let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm sorry this video, it might have been like kind of boring, but this was like a very last minute video idea. I kind of had a lot going on this week, so I didn't have much time to like plan out my videos, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways. Yeah, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe please. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.